Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another trade recap. Today was honestly good delivery. I was a little bit sketched out today, but I will go over what I did take. I ended up going break even twice today, which no problemo at all. Not upset about it, especially on an NFP day. But I'll give you a rundown of what I was thinking today. So to start off, we're on the 4-hour time frame, right? I go for walks every night. So on my walk last night, I noticed that we were right here. We were right here. So what did I see over here? 4-hour gap. If this was inversed before this morning, I probably honestly would have looked for a trade last night at 10 o'clock. I would have looked for something. Obviously, we didn't at that time. We then overnight inverse it. Right, or no, we don't inverse it actually. We create a gap. We then fill this gap, and then you can see this morning the 6 a.m. 4-hour candle absolutely obliterated through it, which I was expecting coming into the morning. And my targets were these obvious lows down here, so I'll mark out some of the other ones. So we have this low right here, which is a 1-hour low inside of a gap. We have these 4-hour relative equal lows, and then we have the old NWOG that was completely left. When was that? Yeah, May 22nd. So we've left that open for 2 weeks now. So these were my targets, right? We go on the lower time frame. Obviously, today's NFP day too. So I was looking at this wick for the morning. All right, looking to see if we wanted to maybe manipulate that. I wasn't necessarily depending on that, but that was definitely something I was looking for. So we'll jump right into market open now. Market opens at 9:30 right here. We kind of have an indecisive manipulation candle. We then rip up higher, entering a 5-minute gap right here, which I will mark out for you. We have a 5-minute gap right here that we tap into. Obviously, get really nice rejection off of it. And no, unfortunately, I did not take this trade or the 2-minute. The reason I did not is because we left this data wick, right? In order to get into a short, I wanted to see extra confirmation because I still thought that there was a chance that we went up here. And that's actually how I went break even on one of these trades. I did take a trade down here. But I actually wanted to see if we possibly went up and took this, because if we would have, it would have been even better. But to be fair, I wasn't expecting much higher, especially after the bearishness that we had overnight. We had a 350-point move down. This high right here, whatever this wick was, I'm not really, or this candle was, I'm not too sure. We swept a bunch of grouped up highs, and then we continue lower from there. I was not expecting much bullishness at all. This was honestly the maximum I was looking for, right? Minimum was the 5-minute, and that's why I didn't take it right away. And as you can see, we also have a nice 2-minute inversion right here too. I did not take this. Now on to the first trade that I took, right? So we obviously inverse this gap. We then get a break before below 9:30, right? Market structure shift right here, right? We get a market structure shift at 9:30 low. We then, oh shoot, we then create an order block right here with a nice wick below. So I was looking for this wick to get tapped and then move lower, which it did. It did get tapped and then move lower. Wow, I can't talk this morning. I'm sorry. I entered when we got this really nice reaction. I don't know if this candle turned bearish or if I took it on this one. I'm not sure, but I know I took it on one of these. Had my stops, I think, at the top of these highs. Yeah, the top of the order block, and I was going to target that 1-hour low inside that gap. Unfortunately, I went break even once we broke decently below this, or no, I went break even. Why did I forget why I went break even? Honestly, either way, looking back at it, it was not a great break even. It was an early break even. As you can see, the trade plays out and a lot more. It goes down and takes out one of these 4-hour relative equal lows. Would have been a 3R, but it's all right. Something to learn from, right? Overall, happy with the trade, and on top of that, we obviously tap into that 1-minute gap that we created. Overall, I think it was a decent trade. Not something I would usually take, so I did take this on an eval. I have a funded and an eval, and I trade my evals normally just because I think it's better psychologically just to trade them normally. And I've really got to figure out how to copy trade. I don't know how to do that yet, and it's getting bad. I don't know why I'm not doing it. But so yeah, this was an eval play. Everything today was, or both trades I took today were eval trades. Okay, both of them were eval trades. So I ended up taking this. Got break even on this one, right? And then what else do I see? I'll get rid of some of these. We took this low, obviously. We took this low. So now we have the new relative equal lows that we created down here, and then we have NWOC still below, right? Then we enter the 950 macro, right? We continue to dump lower. We then hit 10 o'clock, which is right here, which is where I really start looking for manipulation to continue in a direction or a continuation, right? It's the 4-hour power of 3. That's what I look for a lot. So right here, as you can see, at 10 o'clock we start stalling a little bit. We then continue higher, enter a 15-minute right here. We then enter a 15-minute gap, right? We then enter into this 15-minute gap. We then start rejecting from it. Did we have, I don't know if, I forget if we had SMT. Let me look. I'm looking at my other monitor. You guys can't see it. We did not have SMT. We did not have SMT, right? So now I'm looking for shorts. I was looking at the 2-minute, 3-minute, right? I noticed that we did not inverse this 3-minute. I think we had a 5-minute too, right? Yeah, we had a 5-minute that we did not inverse as well. I'll mark those out in purple so you can see. We did not inverse those, which could have been my sign to be like, all right, maybe this isn't the best. But then again, it was eval, so I'm kind of just trying stuff to see if it plays out. And then after not inversing either of those, we do inverse this 1 minute down here. ES was quite a bit lower right here, I think. Yeah, ES was moving lower down towards these lows. So I thought that, and even though it was SMT, I did think that we were going to move lower. Just because I think the draws are, well, you can see them getting hit now. This 4-hour low and this new week opening gap, right? So I take this and I got break even once again. I had my stops right here. I wanted this to be a breakaway gap. I wanted to see displacement away from it, right? And then I had my TP at, or my first TP here and my second TP at the beginning of this new week opening gap. I don't know why it says NLOG low. It's the NLOG high. And then my break even was originally right here, right? And the reason why I went break even early on this is because I did not like the lack of speed we were getting. I wanted to see this low absolutely crushed through, and the fact that we just kept taking old candle low, pushing back up. This one we failed to take the candle low, taking candle low, pushing back up. As soon as I saw this candle flip bullish, I moved my stops to break even, right? Because I saw a spike down towards this low and immediately turn bullish, right? So what am I don't want to be in that trade anymore. I had a gut feeling that, and a bad feeling that this was not going to get touched, and if it was, I wanted it to happen very quickly. So I ended up going early break even there as well. So overall, not bad trades that I took. Obviously, the first trade is not my usual model, which is why I took it on an eval. And I mean, look at our overnight move, guys. Look at the overnight move, right? Look at this. Look how much we move overnight. Where's 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock's right here. And then down to 9 o'clock candle. We moved 316 points overnight. So I'm already a little bit hesitant, right? When you sometimes, or a lot of the time, when you see massive overnight moves, New York session is a little bit slow, right? So I was a little bit hesitant, right? The last thing I would have looked for today is if this high was SMT'd with ES. It wasn't. We then got this inverse right here that actually did play out pretty nicely. Little bit slow delivery, but we were decently late in the session there. Did we have any other gaps? Yeah, we had this 3-minute inverse right here, which Wasn't necessarily a bad trade. Like I said, if I wanted to see lower, if I wanted us to go lower, I wanted to see us create SMT, and we failed to do that. We created a failure swing and then continued lower, right? But overall, not a bad trade. And as you can see now, we are finally taking out that 4-hour low down here, right here. You can see we're finally taking that. I am expecting us to go reach that, possibly even fill that new week opening gap in PM. I try not to trade PM on Fridays just because it's Friday. I kind of want to be able to do my own shit. I don't want to have to be on the charts on a Friday that much. I get on and work in the morning and I'm done. Um, and as you can see, we had we had this trend line forming right here on the lower half, or on the lower and the upper consolidation, right? And then what do? We break it, come back up. We get that market structure shift down here. We get that fair value gap, good displacement below. It's a good trade right there. If you took that, good job. It was a little bit late, but good trade. But yeah, that's really it for me. Overall, decent delivery today. Very, actually, pretty good delivery off the 930 move. Like I said, I was just a little bit hesitant to take this just because the possibility that we do hit that data wick up here. Wasn't expecting too much bullishness. Like I said, that was the absolute most I wanted to see price move higher. And if we would have, excuse me, if we would have gone higher than that, I would have been bullish, right? Um, with all these stacked highs and stuff. But overall, if you did take this trade, great trade, good trade. This is a nice Judas swing at 930. It's one of my favorite plays to take. Obviously, you heard my reasons for not taking it today, and I'm not mad about it because, it's going to happen. There are days where we have better looking Judas swings than this with higher probability. Um, but then again, though, if you took it, really nice job. Really, really nice job. You should be proud of yourself. Um, but yeah, that's really all I have to say. Ran you through my trades, ran you through my bias, ran you through everything. So I hope you guys have a nice weekend. If you are trading PM, be careful because we already have taken out a lot of sell side, a lot of objectives. Like I said, I personally do think that we are going to come down into this new week opening gap. And if we don't today, then we most likely are either Monday during Asia, and if not Monday during Asia, we are probably going to come down here Monday during New York session. So just be careful. Make sure to enjoy your weekend. You know what I mean? Make sure that you're off the charts. I mean, obviously, if you're studying, it's different, but make sure that you are off the charts. Don't even bother thinking about it, right? If you are done for the AM session and you didn't catch anything or you went break even like I did, don't even trip about it. Do not trip, bro. You're cool. You're cool. It happens. Just walk away, right? Enjoy your weekend. Have a nice weekend. Um, and I will catch y'all on Monday. I am going to try and figure out how to edit shorts through CapCut. I am going to be doing that this weekend so I can start posting more on like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Twitter, so I can like actually show you guys the trades I take when I take them. I think that's good, and I also want to get my trading out there. But yeah, I know I keep saying it, and I know I keep sounding like I'm ending the video, but I apologize. But for real though, everybody enjoy your weekend. Um, Decent trading day, and on to the next. I'll catch y'all in the next video.